What's up, fam, and thanks for clicking on this video. Today, I wanted to add a little bit of a spark to your life. And for this channel, I wanted to open up a Surging Sparks video to see what I'm able to get today. With many cards in this set, our eyes are set on getting the many variations of the Pikachu that are crazy right now in this economy. So sit back, relax, and let's go ahead and open this up. Oops, let's get started. Now that we got situated, let's go ahead and see what we end up getting from this video. Well, let me just turn the lights up a little bit more, just so we can get a little bit of brightness in this. So we'll see. As for the first pack, the one thing I love about Pokemon packs is that although they're easy to open for some, they're a little bit painful for me to open. So just to speed up the process a bit today in today's video, I'm just gonna open up the scissors and just go ahead and do it like that. So as I said before, pretty much one of the only packs I'm really, one of the cards I'm really looking forward to in this set is the Pikachu that you're able to collect from this. We're at a crazy amount at the moment as we're talking about them, and energy is water, and we'll go from there. But as of now, that's pretty much the value of this card is crazy. I think it's worth over $400 if I'm not mistaken. I'll have the price of it on the screen to show if anything's gone up on it. For our first, okay, not too bad. So, with that being said, I do apologize for not being able to post this week. I have been pretty much caught up with a lot of family stuff, and I've been able to not make as many videos as I thought I would. One of the things I really did look forward to this year, towards the end of the year, even with the holidays coming to an end, New Year's as well too, is just being able to make more content and see how it goes. That's it. So yeah, so make more content this year and be able to just love what I do. I know I started this journey back in November, but just wanting to see if it would stick, and just see if my fondness of it would just keep going. Ooh, Tachagiri. Alright, it's a nice illustration. I love it. I'll just add this right here. There we go. Just adding a little bit more light in here, just to make sure that we're able to see most of the cards in here. Alright. So let's go ahead. Next pack. I'll see if I give maybe a little bit of a hand on that. And if not, looks like I may not be able to. Yeah. Except I'm not too incredibly strong with these. One thing I will mention is that the One Piece cards, usually when it comes to opening them up, they're pretty easier to open. So that's what I do appreciate about that. Alright, and code. And energy, I'll say fire. Ooh, okay. We might get a hit. Let's see. Let's see. And like I said before, we did open this pack already in the past, but weren't able to get as lucky with them. So we did get a Swarmy IR that I did like. I still have it somewhere around here. Ooh, another one. The Tatsugiri. Actually right here, just so that we can have a little bit of a reminder that we did get it. Alright, sorry, so I'm making space. But yes, so as I said, the holidays a little bit hectic right now, so I haven't been able to actually make any videos or actually have time to make videos. So actually this is one time today that I'm actually able to find time to do something. Oh, it's so dark. Alright, that's our energy. So I was able to make time today, was able to order Surging Sparks a couple of days ago. So thankfully, I am able to make this video today and show you the hits I get from this video. Gonna try to see if I can not speed through them per se, but just not bore you as much with my dialogue. Well, as the year comes to an end as well too, I did want to mention a couple things that I have gotten myself into. One of the things I actually wanted to tell you is that I had actually gotten into, let's say, water. Okay. I actually got myself into Pokemon TCGP, so that's actually a game that I have been playing as of late to get myself kind of familiar with the Pokemon TCG scene, as well as the not dueling, I would say, but more of the battles of how it goes. See if I can pull up on my phone the code I have listed for it. So, if we go here, let me see if I'm able to open it up right here. One of the few cool cards I actually did open on this channel, or not on this channel, but one of the few cool cards I actually did get was a Celebi. I actually posted that on my TikTok. So I don't know if you can see the friend code right here. If it can focus. If it can't focus, that is fine. I will go ahead and try adding that on the screen somewhere around here, so you can add me. So, pretty much my collection right now as it stands, nothing too crazy, just some Alakazam, some Pidgeots, nothing too crazy. The one thing I pretty much did love from the set is the sorry, I'm gonna start handling it better. One of the cards I did end up getting from the TCGP, excuse me, was a Celebi that had a really nice illustration, or actually what's it called, animation, when I did end up getting that pack. So that's something that I did take pride in. I gave it a binder and everything, and this actually is good for a good pack. I'll just leave this right here. But yes, so right now that's what I have been really getting on TCGP Pokemon, just so that I can understand the game and how it's going. A lot of metas in the game right now with it, so I will say that it is it's not as much as a learning curve as I thought it'd be. Let me see how to do this. Is it kind of like this? Okay, I see how to do it now. Right now it's let's say Steel. Okay, Water. It's not bad of a learning curve. As a kid, I didn't really know how to play the game as well, and now that I actually understand most of it, I would assume that it follows this. Ooh, that is a nice illustration on this. I understand that it follows some sort of not too crazy hectic to understand what's really going on as much. So I will say I am thoroughly enjoying how it's going. Right now I am not dueling anybody, I'm just doing more solo missions where I'm beating Gary and stuff like that. So that's kind of what's going on right now. Let's see. Nice. Can't get it now. Let's say Fire. Yes. Alright. So right now I'm just doing solo missions, kind of like battling Gary, Blaine's deck, which is kind of giving me some issue because I like having the more completionist mindset on it, to be able to complete all the little quests and things they ask before I'm able to go into the one-on-ones, because right now as it stands, I've been hearing that it is a pretty, not competitive scene, but it's a lot of metas with the Golem, Misties, Waters, and all that. So trying to, let's see. Right now I'm just trying to see what I may want to do. Thunder. Great. Trying to see what I want to use as a deck. So if you can, just add me on there. Love to see your collection, your binders as it goes on. A little bit of an update on the fantasy football. Fortunately, I did lose in one of them, but thankfully I was able to make it in the other, and as of now, it stands. I am currently in the championship for that one. Currently facing one of my friends that I was a batch groomsman for. So he is one of my opponents. Oops, sorry. Energy, I would say Dragon. So right now he's the only one I'm facing right now in the championship. So, oops, I apologize. So that's what's going on with that. As for the holidays and Christmas, that's been happening. Nothing too crazy. I did get a glass cabinet that I'm hopefully going to be installing or prepping up soon, so that I can have it behind my desk or my room, so that when I start recording more videos that are, let's see, so when I start recording videos that have more of a camera right in the front, like over here, you'd see in the back kind of the collections of things I've gotten in the past, as well as some of the Funkos, because I am a big Funko collector. Most of my Funkos really go from animes. Nice, okay. Most of my collection for Funkos come from animes, anything from Naruto, which I was heavy on Naruto, and now One Piece, which you can see in the back. You can see the the flamingo shanks. I mean, law shanks right there, and then that in the background as well too. I'll let it focus itself, maybe it's not focused with this right here. But I was able to collect these as I went to many conventions. Let's say lightning. But yeah, so I'm gonna hopefully have some cameras set up to get more of a facial recording and be able to show you my background. Right now it's a new room, so there's things that I have to kind of vibe up a little bit in this room, not make it look like a plain Jane of a room. So that's kind of work in progress right now with this. So yeah, so that's pretty much how we're going about that. So that was one of the few gifts I received this year, which again, thankful for. Didn't really expect it. Let's say fire. But yeah, so that's one of the gifts that I have received, and am hopefully going to be instructing sooner rather than later. But if you guys were to tell me, if you guys were to tell me what you guys ended up getting for Christmas, that'd be amazing to know what you ended up celebrating, doing over the holidays and such. Right now I'm on break from school, but as well I am working at the moment as well too. So that I'll say grass. Fire. So that's currently what's going on in my life. School, a little bit of work as well too. Nothing too crazy. Next month I'm actually going on vacation for a wedding, so that's going to be fun to be at. Oh, nice. That's going to be nice to be at. A little bit of a wedding. It's going to be in Tennessee, so I'm thankful to be able to visit some friends for the wedding and all that. And in February is where stuff's going to be going down. Let's say grass. Stuff's going to be going down. February is when I start doing my other vacation, and that's going to be going to Florida, Orlando, to do some Disney, Universal, another concept, to the Universal and such. But that Saturday is what I'm really looking forward to. That Saturday, what I'm looking forward to is MegaCon, to be able to start collecting, seeing some of the collections people have gotten over the years. See? Okay. And I'll say water grass. But yes, so looking forward to MegaCon, to be able to see the collections people have brought to the event itself. One of the things I really wanted to get into was collecting some. I'll go ahead and add it, and one behind it as well too. I'll go ahead and add it into a sleeve and have it presented right behind right there. Second. Yep. So right now, and that's what I was saying. So one of the things I'm really looking forward to MegaCon is the fact that I will be actively hunting for some Tyrannitars that I did see, because that's one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemons that I grew up with. Let's say Steel, Fire. But yes, that's one of the Gen 2 Pokemons that I do thoroughly enjoy. So that's going to be something I'm going to be actively searching for at MegaCon, to just build out my collection, have a little binder of them. I would say cost is price is price is something I don't see in this one, but I do see a little bit of it. I'm not going to be spending too much money on them, but I do appreciate the Tyranitar, appearance and just the design of it. So again, one of my favorite, I guess you could technically pseudo legends. I don't think so. I know they're like in the Uber tier back then in Gen 5. They're part of the Uber tier. So OU, excuse me. I think it was going. I remember I used to watch False Swipe Gaming to get myself into this. Let's go water. It's like, I feel like you call a weakness for everything. Okay, this is actually this Pokemon has been seen so much in my electric deck right now. It's not great, but But yeah, that's currently what I'm going to be looking for at the convention. Ooh, that's nice. Just gets a little bit of reflection on it. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be searching out for, as well as maybe getting a Pikachu from this set, hopefully, right? But yes, that is something I'm going to be looking forward to collecting, as well as maybe some other things I wanted to do. One of the other endeavors I would love to get myself into is collecting some cards that maybe worth 40, 50 bucks, you know, just raw as it is. Let's say grass. Just, you know, worth 50, 50 bucks, and buying them, getting them graded via PSA. And again, I am no way sponsored by PSA just to say what I'm using as my grading method. I'm just saying PSA just because I do like PSA. I do feel like I know more of them to be able to be like, okay, like this is pretty much like the company I go for my gradings. I've never done it before, but I do have some cards from previous videos that I still need graded. And if not graded, probably traded at conventions to see if I can build up to getting some nice cards. One of the ones I really wanted to get is the Horde of Eevees. I'll have it on the screen right now. But it's the Horde of Eevees, let's say normal. It's the Horde of Eevees on the couch from Twilight Masquerade. That I actually do love. It's where the Greninja SIR is. Again, that one. But that is one set. That is one illustration that I do. Ooh, nice. I actually got this card from my previous video, but I got the normal version of it, not the illustration version of this. So I'll keep this. I'll keep this very safe and out of harm's way. I'll put it right here. I'll take these two down just to make room. Actually, I'll take these three down. Make room for some higher worth cards or higher value cards. Let's go pull from the back. Let's see, maybe. Let's see if I need to get anything crazy on the back. But yes, as I was saying, I forget what I was saying. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for. Buying the cards, getting them traded. I mean, getting them graded. Let's say normal. Okay. Getting them. Oh, I already saw it. So, but yeah, getting them graded. Getting them graded to see if it increases the value, get a 10, and if not, pretty much what I've heard is if you get a PSA 9, it's worth the same as just selling it raw at that point. So just crack it and sell it. Or if you want to invest more into it back again, you could, you know, crack it open and just see if you can resubmit it for a higher grade. Is what I've been hearing. I've been seeing some videos of people taking it to GameStop. Again, some horror stories I've heard as well about it too. Actually, let's say lightning. Strength. But yes, what I would say is I've heard some people take it to GameStop. So again, I don't know if anyone has taken it to GameStop. Let me, you know, if you can recount what exactly they did as a grading method or whatever the case it was with that. Let me know what your experience with it is. I know I've been seeing a couple people. Sorry, I just gotta reorganize these cards, but I've been seeing a lot of people from the Scarlet and Violet 151s. People have submitted the Charizards. You know, those the original 3. People have submitted them for grading. I know I've heard PSA is pretty hard on giving 10s on those. I've been seeing basically 9s on them, so it's a little bit, you know, a little intimidating to think that you get a 10. So I don't, like I said, I don't know. Grading is subjective at the end of the day, and honestly, it's one of those things. Let's say fire, and it's one of those things that if you get a, you know, someone that's having a good day, you're like, hey, you know what, this is a 10, and the next person could be like, you know what, this is a 9. So again, it's all very subjective. It's who you get, or whom you get, excuse me, who gets your card and gives it the value you give it. So that is something that I'm keeping in mind. But again, that's a risk I am willing to take, just because if I do get a, like I said, if I do see some cards of value, that if I see the PSA 10 version of it, like I know the Eevee one from Twilight Masquerade, oops, sorry, code, apologize. And let's say Psychic. I know that the Eevee from Twilight Masquerade was like worth 50 bucks. Speaking of Eevee, the Eevee from the Twilight Masquerade series is worth, I think, 50 bucks itself. But if I think the PSA, I think it's worth a little bit more. Actually, I do have this one. This is the second time I actually gotten that card. That is a beautiful Skyrim, though. I do appreciate design, the little beach of it, if you like it, or desert, whatever you would want to say. I think of it more as a vulture, because if it's in the sand or in a heated area. But I will say, yeah, so I know the PSA value for the Eevee, I know originally the cards were for like 50 bucks on TCG Player, but it could be worth more PSA 10. I'll get that somewhere on the screen, just so that you guys can be kept up with all that stuff. Alright, here's a code. And here is the... Let's go Dragon. But yeah, that's going to be something, that's an endeavor I'm going to be picking up some cards, regrading them, seeing if I can kind of keep it as a collection, and seeing if it's worth it or not. Again, one thing I forgot to mention, I have not yet pulled anything that's worth a value over 3 digits for a Pokemon card. Even One Piece. I think the most expensive thing I pulled from a One Piece set was the Uta that I had from OPL 5. But other than that, nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's pretty much been pretty simple with things like that. Let's say Thunder. But yeah, pretty much nothing too crazy that I have been seeing with that. Let's see. So, and that's. And I have some things in my collection that I kind of thinking in the back of my head that I kind of do want to look for in terms of grading value. Like I said, that Eevee is one of them. Not the Greninja one. Greninja, I believe, I mean, it's worth $323 if I'm not mistaken as the making of this video, because I was thinking of making a Twilight Masquerade video. So I did receive a pack, but unfortunately, had to return it. And originally, this was going to be a Twilight Masquerade video, but I was just opening up the pack, and something felt funny. Let's say grass. Something felt funny about the video. I've never been like kind of like a person to be like, oh, this card, you know, this pack's been resealed, but man, I could tell it was resealed a bit just by the way it just opened. Like, I'll explain in a few seconds. Nice slacking. I'll explain in a few seconds what I mean, but pretty much, these packs here itself are typically hard to open. Like, you can just tell, like, they're hard to open. Like, even if I were to just, you know, do something like, you know, something like this, you know, something like that, like, they're pretty hard to open. Like, you see, that was pretty hard to open. But, like, this pack itself, like, it was so easy. Like, it felt like there was no force needed. And don't get me wrong, like, I'll say grass, but fire. Something about it just did not feel right. And so as I'm going through the 4th pack, and I was already making midway through the video, I did get some good cards. I was like, wait a minute, like, these, they feel kind of weird. Even there was one pack in the whole video that like just had like, ooh, nice. I do love this card. Little bell peppers, jalapeno kind of thing going on with that. I'll add that EX over here, as well as the price on screen. But yeah, but like I said, it was just, it just felt like it was weirdly opened. I don't really know. It was just some of the packs had air in it, and typically, like, I thought that most of the booster packs don't really have any air. Typically, I figured that let's say grass. Yeah. But I figured that most packs, you know, are pretty airtight, so they shouldn't really have anything really coming. You know, it should just be like a very thin pack, not like a, you know, can of Lay's or a bag of Lay's where you open it, you know, 70% air, 30% chips. So that's what I felt with it. I was kind of going like, man, ooh, that's nice, nice Entei, fortune there. But that's what I felt with it. And I was kind of like, man, this just feels funny. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna end up closing it here. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna not open up the rest. Out of the 4 that I opened, there was like 32 packs left to open. So I was like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna, you know, like, I get it. Maybe it's a little bit modest of me to be like, hey, you know what, I'd rather, let's say psychic, I'd rather know I lost money knowing that, like, you know, I didn't get the Greninja because of the hit rate on it, rather than someone just cheat me out of, you know, cheat me, and then, you know, maybe they got the Greninja on their end from that pack, and they're like, you know what, let's just soften the blow and give them some good cards to kind of make up for his value. Like, I don't like that. I'd rather just lose all out and just be like, you know what, it is what it is. Like, that's pretty much what Pokemon collecting. It's gonna just, you know, you're not gonna always make money. And the Pikachu one is, you know, pretty sought out after. So I rather, you know, lose my money with dignity, rather than it be kind of more like a, hey, we felt bad. We did get a Greninja on our end, so let's reseal and give you some other cards that are kind of worth that value. Let's say grass. And so yeah, I won't mention the person, the vendor that I got it from TCG Player. I will always say, you know, buy at your own risk. because again, you are pretty much buying from someone for the product you're just seeing virtually and trusting their gut instinct on it. Ooh, that's a nice flying one. One of my favorite Gen 3. I appreciate. I'll leave this right here for a second. And I'll get some sleeves right here. But yeah, like I said, buy at your own risk. And definitely one of the things even though I was pretty adamant on, I mean, not pretty adamant, but I was pretty investigative with the pricing, the reviews and everything. They had no negative comments. I was like, man, like this many positive comments and not one negative. Like I find it so hard to believe. So I was kind of going like, okay, like, you know, maybe let's go water. Like I was saying, like, you know, 25,000-ish positive reviews. I'm thinking to myself, man, like not one negative review. Like to me, that should have been like a red flag. I'm like, you know what, like, dude, like don't buy from here. Like no negative reviews, all positive and just one neutral. And last one, nice. And one neutral. I was kind of going like, yeah, like I don't know. Part of me was just like, you know what, maybe TCG Player, you know, does some sort of investigative stuff on their end to be, hey, you know what, don't be selling no fake stuff. I know they did it with mine when I sold my Zoro Juro card from OP09 for a good amount of price. Let's say fighting. So, like I said, I don't know the lengths they take, but I said I opened up the case and just said, hey, you know what, like, I felt like, you know, this is just a little bit off. So, returned everything, even though some of the cards were worth, like, maybe, like, 10. Nice. Scramble switch. And I got a Feebas! Nice! One of the nicest designs for it. I like. Kind of matches kind of like the aesthetic of what the Feebas is. Just pretty dirty and little murky swamp water, you can see. Sorry, my hands are swampy, murky water. Alright, so 3 packs left, 3 chances to get a Pikachu. But like I said, just be aware with some of the things you buy. You know I like buying in person, trust me, I really do. And sometimes it's convenient to just get it online. Let's go water. It's convenient to get it online just because, you know, not most people have Surging Sparks already on deck because of the demand for it right now. Not Surging Sparks, but like just the Twilight Masquerade. And some people do, some people don't, but they sell it for a little bit of a crazier price. So, like I said, just be aware of what you're getting yourself into, and just please shop carefully. Let's see, nice. Oopsies. All right, 2 packs left. Will we be able to get anything good? Let's go with the right. Let's hope something comes out being right in my life. All right, so okay, just going carefully with this one. All right, and let's go. And let's do. Hopefully, I get this right. Let's go Psychic. My second one's gonna be Lightning. Water. That one. Thunder is even not Lightning. Togepi. Blitzel. Damask. Quaxly. Fluttermane. Mischievous. Bruxix. Sorry. Medley. Kecleon. Lively Studio. And Entei. Gouging Fire. Last one. Ooh, hopefully we get something. Please. But yes. Other than that, this pack itself has been great to open. Although maybe we didn't get any hits, that's fine. Love to be able to share what I got with y'all. And there's a code. And let's say water. Oh, squash. Alright. Let's see. Don't really know how to pronounce these too much. I stopped playing after Gen 4, so I do apologize if I can't really pronounce some of them. Or before Gen 4, I was like more of a Gen 3 kid. And Enriching Energy. Terra Orb, and I think, oh, one more. Ooh, that's fine. Well, I got something really nice, and that's Enriching Energy, and being able to share that content with you. So, let me go ahead and just get all these packed up, and show you my hits, and see how much I made for this video. Alright, and now that we got them all check and see what we end up getting, I'll put the price right here on this right side or either that left side, alternate between the two to see what we get. So first we got Flygon, Tatsugiri, then we have the Kilowattrel EX, Slacking. Tatsugiri, again, EX. Etherealage. Milotic. Enriching Energy. Scramble Switch. Scovillian, which now I think about it, it's Scoville, kind of like the, kind of the hotness of a pepper, like, kind of the Scoville level. Clement's Quick Wit. Sheenotic, which is a nice design on it. I do appreciate it. Kind of gives me a Twilight Masquerade Fusion Strikes kind of look on it. Feebas. Skarmory. And our most expensive card that we pulled from this set actually is the... I'm not going to pronounce that, but yes, this card itself right here, worth it over 25. So I was pretty appreciative about this set. So that's our hits right now from this video. Was kind of glad that we did get something rather than nothing. And, appreciate it. So again, this is the end of the video. I do appreciate you all for clicking on it, and I do hope y'all nothing but a happy new year with such good luck and everything on your hits. And with that being said, I am Unsealed and Revealed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.